Hi, Jeremy. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Great, great. So, I wanted to ask you a little bit about this job you were telling me about last week that you interviewed for. How's that situation going for you?
I mean, it's going pretty good. I feel like I have a good chance at getting a job, I guess.
Where's the job going to be at?
It's working for a construction company, and I'm
That,
pretty good at building things and working with my hands, so I feel like it'd be a good job.
that's good. I'm really excited for you about that. So, have you done any research on Seattle?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's supposed to be rainy a lot, so I'll have to get used to that. But I think it'll be good to have a change and just get away from, you know, thinking about Susan being around. Well, I mean, she's not with me, but the memories are here, so it'd be good to get out of here.
Yeah, fresh start's always really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, some nurses told me this week that Clara called you dad. She said dada for the first time. Tell me
Mm.
about that. How was that?
Oh, it was so emotional for me because I've never, I don't know, it's just, I've been so busy with the situation that it's nice to actually focus on my daughter again and not be focusing on the problems that I've been going through. So it was amazing. It made me happy to see
Good.
that she knows who I am.
That's good. Have you noticed any more changes in Clara over the past couple of weeks?
mm, I mean, she seems to be. I feel like she cried a lot, but she seems to be settling down. I think she just misses her mom because
Yeah.
I guess there's a bond between mothers, and even though I know that that's not the best option for her to have her mom with her, but there's still that bond. So, but I feel like she's acclimating to me more and know, noticing that I'm the one that's there. I mean, how do I know she's a baby? But
No, children can really tell those things and connect to their parents at a young age. So
hmm
you are right in assuming that. So I just wanted to, by now we've been doing this for 3 months. Confidentiality. I have
hmm
to report if you're going to harm someone or if someone's harmed a child or someone who's disabled. Are you okay with all those things being implemented today?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hurt nobody.
All right, so I just wanted to touch base with you about what we've been talking about. So today is our scheduled termination, and
mm,
so last week um, a couple weeks ago, we started our SMART goals, and
yeah,
um,
yeah.
you've been implementing your anger management classes and spending time with Clara. Um, you and Clara have been through a lot. You've been with us for 3 months, and you still haven't heard from Susan. Am I correct?
Nah, I haven't heard from her, but she's. Do I want to hear from her?
And Claire's doing better with her health. The doctor says that she's got a clean bill of health, so that's really
Oh
great.
yeah, she seems more healthy. Like just looking at her face, she looks healthier. Just because now we have food, and I mean I felt so bad I couldn't feed her, so
You
it's great that we got some food now.
you did the best that you could with the
Yeah, I
situation,
mean,
and you got her help, which is
yeah.
really admirable. Um, you're still not in communication with your parents, correct?
Nah, they're pretty traditional Christians, and they just when they knew that I got a kid, they were embarrassed because they didn't want their church family to find out because they're like kind of one of those community type churches where everybody knows everything. So
Yeah.
they're really embarrassed about it, and so yeah, I haven't talked to them yet. I mean, I want to talk to them, but I don't know if it's the right time. So.
All right. Well, your grandparents. You did reach out with your grandparents, yeah?
Oh yeah, I feel more comfortable with my grandparents. They're kind of more not as conservative. They're more like one of them's a Christian and one of them's not Christian. I'm not saying being Christian means that. I'm just saying they're more chill people. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna judge me like my parents would or my old church what I grew up with.
Yeah.
So
And I was told that you'll be moving in with your grandparents when you leave today, correct? Is that going to end up
yeah,
working out?
I mean I'll move in with them until I can afford my own place. Which I mean places are expensive, but I don't want to be a burden to them. They've helped me so much. I want to be able to I mean I'm gonna try to do everything around the house and help them out just to pay them back for what they give me because I can't ever think of how much I'm going to repay them for taking care of me and my daughter.
Well, over the past few weeks, if I've learned anything about you, is that you're a hard worker.
Yeah.
And that being independent is really important for you.
Yeah.
Getting help for you and Clara was very difficult for you. I remember us talking about that. But you did, and you're going to be better for it.
Yeah.
And Clara, she set up with that baby daycare early ed program. What are your thoughts on that? Are you excited about that?
Like, I'm excited about it, but I wish I could, like, be with her more. Like, I wish I could raise her more, but I know that in my situation, I have to work.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're good people. So, I saw the place, they gave me a tour, and I think she'll be good. It's just, I'm going to miss her, when I'm at work.
Yeah, well, talking about spending more time with Clara, I wanted to touch base with you on your SMART goals. So one of our SMART goals was that you were going to start spending a couple hours a day just playing and spending one-on-one time with Clara because, you were struggling in the beginning with having some feelings of resentment towards her because your life just stopped. Your life changed and you had to grow up. And, within the span of 9 months, you had to grow up and then you were on your own.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you how that's going. How are your, how are feelings possibly changing with Clara? How is your playtime going? Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, my anger's gone down, so I can kind of handle her better. Because when she started crying and stuff, my anger just got, my nerves got all of my anger was worse. I mean, I'm never gonna hurt her. I couldn't stand her sometimes because I get angry because she's screaming. But now I feel like I'm in a better place because of the anger classes, and I feel like I can handle when she screams more. But she doesn't scream as much because she's getting fed and she's a happier baby too. So I think that's working. I think it's been good for me to spend time with her because we get a bond time that she can kind of bond more to me and kind of wean off of the bond with her mother, which I feel is good because I'm the only parent that's in her life right now.
So a lot of the times, this is normal. Parents are really focused on how their child is feeling and if they're doing good. And I want to know, are you gaining anything from this time with Clara? Has this been good for you?
Yeah, it makes me feel closer to her, just taking care of her, and makes me want to work harder and to be able to, get this job, get my GED, get everything done so I can take care of her. Because, I look at her and, I don't want her to have a bad life. I want her to go to college, and I want her to go as far to the moon and back if I can. So I want to work as hard as I can, and I feel like spending time with her gives me it gives me purpose. It makes me want to work harder so I can support her so she'll have a good life and not a crappy one.
Well, I'm really glad that this time that you've been spending with Clara has opened your eyes to such incredible realizations. Being 17 already, you have grown so much since you've been here. You have such a mature grasp on what parenting is really all about. And I'm really glad to see that there's a mutual benefit going on with you spending time with Clara. I don't work directly with Clara. She's not my client, but I have seen her. And she does look a lot happier, and you guys seem to be doing really well. So I wanted to, you mentioned the anger management classes and how you're getting less frustrated with Clara crying. That was something really hard for you in the beginning when Susan left. So I wanted to ask you, overall, how do you think the anger management classes were going, and do you think that maybe you might still need them when you leave? What are you thinking about that way? Have you learned any skills? Tell me about how that's going.
Well, anger management, I don't know. I get angry a lot less, but I think it's just because there's less stress. Every time there's more stress, I get frustrated, and that's with the anger. And I think they taught me, healthier ways to cope with it. I used to, when I got stressed, I would just, I don't know, I'd just shut down, and I don't know, sometimes I might break something or two, not hurt anyone, just break things and be destructive. And I think that these classes have helped me focus more on not being that. I focus more on trying to go to the gym or trying to exercise. I like to run, so to me, running has channeled my anger more into that, so I don't show any anger on the outside. I don't feel as angry because I feel better, but also the fact that all the stuff that I've been dealing with is gone. Like, not it's not gone, but I'm saying like I have a new start, so the anger is not as bad as it was because I have less to be angry about. Because I feel like, I don't know, God's working in my life and I'm getting somewhere. So yeah.
That's really, really great that you mentioned going to the gym and running as forms of coping. And I was just wondering if you've been taught any skills to cope with being angry when there's a good chance that you'll be alone in the house with Clara, because you won't be able to just leave.
Yeah.
So I know these classes are geared towards, teen parents. So I was just wondering, what are some of the skills that maybe they've talked to you about?
For me, being alone with her, I feel like I feel like when I'm alone with her, I'm less angry in general anyway than I used to be. Like, so I feel like she helps me stay less angry because I'm like, no, you can't be angry because I mean you got to show her what a good person is, and you can't be a bad person in front of her. So I mean, I do like playing video games, and I feel like sometimes that can help. Like maybe if I just game a little bit, like I calm down and I don't think about life and stress as much, and I feel like that helps me to better not get angry.
Yeah.
So,
Those are both really great things to do because, you can, even though you're a parent now, you still need to be able to enjoy yourself while you're raising Clara. And also, what you were describing to me is that you've gained the ability to talk yourself down, which is something that's very difficult, and I'm really impressed that you've gained that skill in the short amount of time that you've been taking these classes. Focusing on wanting to be a good father seems to be a really large motivator for you, from what I'm getting what you're saying. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. And also they taught me some, like, deep breathing exercises, and they showed me some other things, like I like, from time to time I'll burn, I don't burn incense because when Clara's there, because I don't want the smoke, but, like, I've been using this essential oil diffuser thing that I feel like calms me down, but I make sure that the ones that I'm using are healthy for the baby too, so I don't hurt them or nothing. But that's also helped me out, like relaxing, like just deep breathing too, because like when I start getting frustrated and angry, they've taught me some breathing exercises that make you kind of feel less tense.
That's all really great things to hear. You've learned so much since, over these past couple of weeks. It's really impressive. I wanted to ask you a question to just help me gauge how some of our classes have been actually helping our clients here. And from a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being that, your anger management classes have been not helpful at all, and 10 being they've been the most helpful thing that you've ever done. Can you tell me how you feel the anger management classes have been going?
I mean, I feel like they've been going good. Like, sometimes I get frustrated with, like, how long they are, because, like, sometimes I'm like, man, I gotta get back and spend time with my daughter. Like, sometimes that's frustrating, because, like, the classes are a little bit long, but I think overall they're great classes. But if I could change anything, I think I'd just take maybe an hour off of it. But overall, the classes have been great. I've been learning a lot about controlling my anger and, like, channeling it into better things and focusing on, the positives in life and not all the negatives. So I've been more positive lately.
That's great. So for improvement, you think the classes should be shorter?
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be shorter because people that deal with anger, having a long class could be a bad thing. And I mean, I don't get angry about it, but sometimes it's frustrating because it's like, man, there's stuff I got to do, and I think the classes are great. I just think maybe a shorter class.
Could you give me a number so that I could write this down for future reference?
Well, just like maybe an hour less. Like maybe just have like an an hour and a half class, hour 45 class, but not like right now it's almost like, I don't know, 2 something, depending on how long people talk.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that they've been helpful. And
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen a change in you over these past few weeks in our sessions. Your demeanor is just a lot more calm and a lot more open.
Yeah, I mean, I got my life fixed. I'm not homeless. I'm living with my grandparents for now. I mean, I'll figure it out, but being not homeless takes the whole stress off.
Yeah, for sure. So speaking about living with your grandparents, we had decided today would be your termination, and I wanted to touch base with you and see if you feel as though maybe, are you ready to leave today? Do you need a couple more sessions, another week or so here at our facility? How are you feeling about leaving?
I mean, I feel like I'm at a better place. I mean, I don't think I can come back for more sessions because I'm moving. So, but I mean, I think I've gotten a lot out of here and been able to talk things out, and for you guys helping me to find the resources I need. I think it's been great. I mean, I am a little scared about getting back out on my own. I feel like the everything is set up for me to succeed, though. So I feel like if everything goes well, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But I mean, do you guys have like phone number or something I can call just in case there's something that goes crazy? Because like I know I'm going to be in a different state, but
Yeah, for sure. Before you leave today, we're going to give you some resources and an information packet to call us and stuff like that. We're not just going to leave you high and dry.
Thank you so much. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I felt like maybe, I mean, because I don't know, with insurance and all that stuff, I don't know how that all works, but I thought that, yeah, I want to at least have somebody to call just in case I have trouble, because I know best case scenario, everything doesn't always work out just the way you'd like it. So
Yeah. Well, I wanted to actually mention, with Susan leaving, that was really hard on you and Clara, and it changed your life pretty drastically.
Yeah, she's crazy.
With our sessions coming to a close today, and you moving out, I wanted to know, what are your thoughts wrapping around these changes? I know the last big change in your life wasn't a positive one, and I wanted to understand maybe how you're feeling about having to, start a whole new life over again.
I mean, I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited that I'm gonna be able to start a whole new life somewhere else. I feel like I'm gonna be a completely different person. Like, maybe not different as in my actual person, but I feel like I can start somewhere where nobody knows me. I mean, my grandparents know me, but like the people around there don't know me, so I don't have anybody judging me, and I can start a new life and be my own person. So I'm really excited about it. And if I get this construction job, I'm excited about that too, because I can actually make real solid money to take care of my kid, and maybe even have vacations. I mean, if I got a vacation to take my kid and go places, that'd be so cool. But I don't know. It's exciting mostly to me. I'm just excited for the whole change and to be with my daughter more and know she's got a place that's safe and she's not going to starve, and because she means the world to me. So I'm excited for her mostly more than myself. I'm just excited for her because I feel like she'll actually get a real life.
I have to say, I am just so impressed. From the first time you came in here, you were thinking just one day at a time. You didn't have any food, and you were just trying to survive. And now hearing you talk about the future, hearing you talk about vacations with your kid and her going to college, it's so incredible that you've been able to, have such a drastic change of the way you're thinking and the things that you're wanting. And it really is touching to see how much you've grown as a father, and you've done such an incredible job.
Thank you. I mean, I'm trying my best. I still got to pass that GED, but I think I can do it.
Yeah, so speaking about your GED, you hadn't made a decision last time I talked to you, and it seems to me now that you are going to be getting your GED. Is that what you're wanting to do?
Yeah, well, I gotta get it for the job, and I tell the job, and they understand that, but they have confidence that I'll pass, and I'm definitely gonna pass. Like I've been looking at books in like Barnes and Noble. I didn't buy them, but I was just in the shop, the coffee shop there, and I just was reading some stuff about the GED test and stuff just to try to brush up on it. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna be all right. I didn't do bad in school. I just had a kid, and it just kind of blew everything out of the water. So
That's a great choice. I'm really glad that your job is encouraging you to do that because it opens so many more doors for you. Um, and, being able to have a high school diploma.
yeah, it'll get me where I want to go in life. Because without high school or GED, you can't go nowhere. Nobody hire you. So I got to get that. So that's number one priority right now. Besides the move and everything, but getting that GED so I can get to work.
So you mentioned when I first asked you about how you were feeling about leaving that you were excited.
Oh yeah.
But that you were afraid as well. Can you elaborate on that? Can you tell me maybe what are some of the reasons why you're afraid about leaving today?
It's like that excited fear, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm excited to leave, but I'm fearful because I don't know what the future has to bring, and I'm afraid that when I leave here that, like, if a future problem comes up, I might be homeless again because being homeless was the worst feeling ever, and I don't want to ever be there again, and I'm always afraid that it might happen again. I want to make sure with all possibility that it doesn't happen again, but it's still sometimes afraid that it might.
So, with a job being set up and right now you have a home to go to and, Clara having daycare, what do you think would end up, falling through that would leave you without a home?
No, I don't know. Like, if my grandparents talk to my parents and my parents, like, try to convince them or something, like, I'm just afraid my parents are going to try to get involved. And I don't want my parents to get involved. I mean, I love them as parents, and I wish I could talk to them more. And I wish they would accept the fact that it happened and just, it makes me feel like they don't love me as much because they kicked me out just because of that. It's like, man, they're Christians, I feel like they should show more love, but, they are what they are. I just hope they don't get involved because I feel like if they get involved, they might try to mess things up, and I don't want them to. So, I don't know. They're special people. I love them as my parents. I don't respect them anymore because of what they did, and I don't want them to try to take my girl or try to get involved with that because I could see them maybe trying to take my baby from me too. Like I don't know, they're weird people.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this fear that you have surrounding your parents and your relationship with them, even with you being here with this incredible growth that you've shown, life is going to be throwing, trials your way, and there's always going to be something new for you to learn or to conquer. And even with that fear, you said, you still feel excited and you're still ready to leave today. And that's such an incredible thing to be able to recognize, that even though you do have some worries, you can still take care of your daughter now. You can still be a good father now because you've learned and gained all those skills, and you're doing that every day since you've been here, loving Clara and really helping her. So I wanted to make sure that you felt completely prepared to leave today. And I wanted to ask you if you have any concerns left that we need to address before you leave today, if there are any specific information that you want from us, any specific numbers or resources that you'd like us to give you some information on before you move out today.
Well, do you guys know anybody in Seattle that might be there just in case I do have problems again? Like, is there any places there that are like this one that I could go into that are like you guys? Because I know you guys treated me pretty well. And I just wanted to have that backup. I mean, I'm going to try to do much as I can on my own, but I mean, I would still like a support system to back up just in case things don't go as planned.
Yes, for
'Cause I know,
sure.
I know calling can only do one thing, but in person's more official and important, and I feel like more things can get done in person. I don't know. That's just how I grow up. We would usually make decisions in person and stuff, and not on the phone. So I don't know.
Well, when you told me that you'd be moving to Seattle, my brain was starting to think about some of those things actually, and I believe we have some like sister organizations over in Seattle that might be able to help you out. But I will be sure to get some solid information for you,
Okay.
and put that into your your termination packet when you leave, so that way you have some information for some possible help. So you want to make sure that there's some support over there similar to us in Seattle. Is there anything else that you're wanting?
Do you also know of any place over in Seattle that's like helps with GED type like classes or whatever? Do you know of like any school or something that's there? Because I mean, I haven't really looked into it because I've been trying to get ready to move. But do you know if there's any like schools there that help with the GED so I can study it? Because I want to get a good grade on it, so then I can keep working. I mean, I don't know. Maybe later go to a tech school if I can. I mean, I know I can't right now because I can't afford it because of my daughter. But if later I could, I want to be able to, I don't know, just be able to continue my education at some point after a couple of years of working and getting on my feet.
Yeah, for sure. There's a website that we have that we can give you that will give you locations of some classes that are going to be near you in your area.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be sure to add that there. And you said that you were also wanting our number, our hotline number, to be able to call in case anything happens, because you want to be prepared. I don't think that anything bad is going to happen. But if things do fall through, you like to be prepared. So we're definitely going to give you our number.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right. Any other concerns you have left that we need to address?
Well, like, my car is pretty bad, and like it's keeps breaking down, and I didn't know. I mean, I know you guys can't just give cars out and stuff. I understand that, but like, I don't know if you knew any good places to get a car like that for cheaper that would still work, because like my grandparents were saying that they might help me pay some money down on a car, and if I trade mine in, because it's just not working for me. And transportation wise, I want to be able to make sure I can get to work and take my daughter back and forth between daycare and stuff. So I don't know if you guys do that or not, but
Yeah, I can't guarantee you that we can get information about that, but I'll definitely check in with my supervisor when we finish our session today, and see if we can think of any possible resources for you to look into that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see here. So with today being our last session, I just wanted to summarize, what we've gone through for the past couple of weeks, and let you know that I have been genuinely impressed with the growth that you've shown. You've conquered so many things. You've been working on your anger, and you've been working on creating a beautiful bond with Clara, and you've decided to, continue your education and get your GED, and you've become so resilient, and you've shown so much strength over these past few weeks, and I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of this journey with you.
Thank you. I mean, I try my best.
And you have done that. You've shown to be a very impressive father and someone who's very dedicated to their daughter, and we wouldn't be suggesting for you to leave today if we didn't think that you had all the tools to be on your own and to be able to be a good father to your daughter. You've shown us and everyone, around you that this is something that you're dedicated to doing, and you've reconnected with your grandparents, and you've created a support for yourself, which is really difficult, and we're just all very impressed with you here.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I try to do my best for my daughter, that's all I got to do. Take care of her, and I mean, do what I can do to make sure she's got a better future. I mean, she's my everything. So
Well, it was a pleasure working with you,
yeah, you
and
too.
I hope that everything goes well for you. And if anything, we will give you your information so that you can call us, check in if you'd like. We'd love to hear how you're doing every once in a while. And good luck in Seattle.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.